Hello, hello. How are we all? Can you hear me? First and foremost, can you hear me? 99 people already. Hello. This is going to be a fun one. Hello to everyone. Mr. Axebane, I see you're new. Welcome, my friend. Hello to everybody who's always here. Everybody who's coming along for the first time to check out this rather tasty DLC. I've got to say, often is the time you look forward to something and you're a little bit disappointed. I went the other way with this one. I was like, no, don't get excited about it. I am loving it so far. Loving it. So appreciate you all being here. It's I know it's a privileged position to be in, to be able to get this a couple of days early and be able to show you some of the cool stuff off it. If you haven't seen my vids already, I did a tour of Silver Run, which came out this morning, the moment the embargo went away, and we've done a nice one on the new contracts, which are really, really good. The contracts are really, really good. Altoona, we are good to go, my friend. I've only got the one at the moment. I've got one set up. I may go to two, but actually, I got it set up pretty good on this, so we'll have a play with it. We'll have a play with it. Evening, Vital. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Rune Mall, welcome as well. Great to have all the newbies here. If you can, leave a like, because it does help the channel. It gets people out and about there. Mr. Axebane, thanks for the sub. Yes, it does get it's spread far and wide. Like I said, I know I'm in a privileged position. Not many people here get the opportunity to be able to get early access, so I don't take it lightly, and I am going to stream and vid as much as I can this weekend to give you all a taster of it. Obviously, I don't want to spoil it for you. I want you to find out stuff for yourself, but definitely. Thank you for the gifted subs as well, Chinook. You are a legend, mate. Good job. Indeed. Always nice to see things being shared about. So, question for tonight is, I mean, we'll have a look at as much stuff as we can, but we're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to come back on Sunday. We'll just do whatever we want. So anybody's got any questions, anybody who specifically wants to see stuff, we'll try and squeeze it in over the next couple of days. But we can go and have a look at the contracts again if you want to do that. We can just go and cut some trees down and see how the physics are working. I know a lot of people are a little bit... Logging physics in the past haven't been always super great, so... but I'll let you into a secret. The stuff that I've done so far has been really good. So... So definitely. Can I show you the waterfall? Absolutely no. One of the things on this map is the little streams and the water. This is an absolute revelation in terms of the way that water is handled on the map. And in FS in general. They've done such an amazing job with this. It's phenomenal. So there we go. The dog's coming and open the door. Go away, dog. It's only useful to me if she sleeps in the corner. Really nice stuff, and just the way, look, you lifted the rocks up in between them, so it finds its own way. That's a huge step forward. So, evening, Omar. How are you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Look at you with your gifted sub as well. So yes, no, I think the detail on the rocks as well. Just the textures are a lot nice. You know, the rocks, standard rock painted stuff. Will people on PS4 see that? Absolutely, Leon. I think this is pretty much standard across everything. There's no degradation. I'll be interested to see how it looks on console, but I don't see any reason. I would like to show the winching off Galaxy. Yes, mate. I would love to do that. Hey, Neo, all the way over from Brazil. How are you, my friend? Nice to see you. Is it based on a real place, Mark? I don't think it's a fictional map. Right, but I think it's based up on sort of north, kind of northern part of Washington State. Don't quote me on that, but I do know there's some areas there. Dapsor, why you cheat money? Because I am demonstrating stuff, and it's easier to have a lot of money just to buy and show stuff. It's not. This isn't gameplay. I'm not playing a series or anything like that. So. I could end the stream once the coaster is built. So I believe it takes a good few days Washington. Yeah, I thought it was Washington as well, Nick. Pacific Northwest is a good, broad description for it. So, there's all. Let me just fly up a bit so you can get a little bit of a look around here as well. There we go. Rainier, welcome, my friend, all the way from New Zealand. Nice to see you here. What must be... Hang on, let me get this right. Me and Args do our stuff. It must be 10 AM there, is that right? 10 AM on a Saturday morning. So, let's quickly... The town, I mean, what I like about this is the smoke everywhere and steam and I talked about it the other day, but the misty clouds in the trees are really nice as well. There's just a lot of ambience. There's a lot of people walking about as well. Now, somebody pointed out this the other day, which I had spotted as well. The pedestrians get out of the way if you drive a car towards them. Slowly. But they do get out of the way, which is quite nice. There's the roller coaster. So, let's just give you your bearings quickly. You've got this river here. I thought it was a lake, but it's not. It's a river running down the bottom with a jetty. You can get about halfway out to the water and then you get stuck with the barrier of the map. But look, even beyond the barrier, look how many trees are over there. And this new way they've been doing trees, I haven't really got my head around it yet. But look, the trees are always on show. Now I have got my graphics turned up here, but we can see the trees right off into the distance. They're not loading in. You know, they kind of loaded in progressively and it was kind of quite ugly. This is what it looks like, and it has no impact on performance. FX Gamer has been on dad jokes on Twitter today. Did Ola help with water? Now, it's a good question, Music Man, because I do know Ola was discussing with Giants how he'd got it to work, so there may have been some collaboration there. You never know. Can I show the Fanzelt machines and its options in the shop? Yes, ST4, I will have a look at those for you, for sure. There is a Silveron Peak up in northern Wyoming. Oh, I think we've seen enough of Wyoming recently. So, what we are going to do now, let's... Oh, here's a container, by the way. We've not looked at containers yet. Let me just drop out of here because it messes with your openings. I'm running very minimal mods here, by the way. I've got Easy Dev Tools, I've got Dusty Lands, Exhaust mod, Real Dirt mod, Store Deliveries for Ease, Engine Starter. That's about it. I've got nothing. Ron van der Sar, have you just joined? Because where we loaded in at the start, yes, that is your start point there. So, why have I got a mission up? I think I've finished it, though. I have finished it. That's the one I was doing this afternoon for my vid. Yes, Ron, if you go to here, you get these three plots when you start, 36, 33, and 32. And this is your starting farmhouse here. This is where we arrived when we started. You would like to see the interior of the Volvo trucks. Well, I have got a Volvo truck, so we can have a look at that. In fact, there it is. This is the more, I think, kind of US model, really. So let's jump in and lag it out for a while. Sumalainen, hello, sir. How are you? Can you cheat the production to complete the roller coaster? Yes, you can, Music Man. Absolutely, you can. Not even cheat them. Actually, I'll show you in a minute. So, really lovely detail in these trucks, by the way. All of the models, all of the new vehicle models are outstanding quality-wise. Really, really nice. So yes, that's that. We'll have a look at the other ones a little bit. Now, yeah, if you go over here to the front of the shed, you can actually go in and buy long planks, wood beams, prefab walls. So you could buy, if you wanted, you could probably buy a few different things from here rather than making them yourself, which is quite good. Just gives people flexibility, right? Gives people the option. Silver Run is going to be a good map. There you go, Mr. Axbane. Good info. Hello, David from America. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Model House Man, nice to see you as well. So, we've got this truck here. What I think we might do, one of the things I did want to get was a low loader, and we'll shift some equipment up. So actually, the Fanzelt machine will maybe just buy at the shop here. And, oh, get out of the way of the train. There's a train as well. As you can see, not a lot of grain carriages on there. So that first one, I'm not sure what that does, but then you've got a flatbed and you've got 2 logging trailers. So the flatbed, I'm guessing, is for containers. Like this one. I was going to show you the containers, wasn't I? And then I went left and never opened it. Well, there you go. Nice little animation on the doors there. And you can walk all the way in. You can put, I'm not sure if you can put productions. I'm assuming you could put productions in here. I bet you it's not long before we see a few auto-load versions of containers. But they're nice, the containers. First train was for lumber. Oh, you could put logs either side of it, could you? Or pallets, the first one. Yeah. Oh, the Whitlock trailers, that's the one where the front and the back are separate. The front sits on the axle of the truck, doesn't it? And then there's just logs, and then you've got a rear axle. Oh, no question, Ed. No question. Is it purely forestry? No, surround. There are 4 fields down by the shore here. So we've got these 2 here. This is a big open grass space. I have put the iron furnace on here. So the iron furnace that you need to smelt the iron ore isn't on the map, so you've got to find a place for that. And then you've got this little field here. It is quite hilly, so I think if you did put more more fields in, you're not going to be necessarily make it particularly easy to harvest them or run vehicles on them, because they could be quite steep. So you'd need some really powerful equipment. I'm just going to buy that up there because I know my nice big loader is there, and I'm going to get... let's just make sure that my store delivery is in the right place. So I'm going to go down to the DLC menu. There we go. And I'm going to quite fancy the impacts. I want to try this as well, because you can get more than 1 log with that one. There's the Fanzelt machines as well. I may not buy one of those just yet. It's for smaller logs. I think we're going to be dealing with some bigger stuff here. Hey! Oxy, how you doing, mate? Coffee break on your travels. Poor Args. Has to have a weekend away when it's out. I want to give this a whirl as well. I'm very excited by this winch. Is that just half of it, or is that the whole winch system? I really need to get my head around this as well. There's a Fanzelt trailer. We might try one of those. But yeah, they've got small. You can only lift one at a time on these. So, what did I want to get? So I've got one of those already. Let's get. This is slightly out of place on a US map. These European-style trucks, but we'll take one for now, just because. Let's put a bigger engine in it, shall we? Because we're going to be towing. This stuff will work on all maps, Danny. Yes, all the vehicles should work on normal maps. So you're going to see a Volvo digger. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Now, low loader. Let's go for this one, shall we? Well, there's no ramps on the back of that, is there? I wonder how you unfold that, or if you unfold that. I've seen in the trailers they had that. They used that one, didn't they? And the low loader, that's got a dolly on the front. So let's go for this one and work it out, shall we? We'll have one of them. Let's go back, have a look at these, work them out, and then we'll put some equipment on them and run up. Is the roller coaster replaceable? Fuchs, no, it is built into the map. So in fact, it's just there. So it's actually part of the map, and as you add to it, just new bits appear. We'll maybe kick some of that off tonight if we've got time. We'll see how we're going. We'll see how we're going. We'll see how happy you lot are. If you're all having fun, and if you are, we'll keep going. But basically, you drop off your equipment here, all the bits and pieces that you need, and so there you go. It tells you in the bottom right hand corner there, required materials, so 6,000 litres of wood beam. So if you drop them there, it contributes to the manufacture of the roller coaster, but you also get paid for it as well. So, take it easy, Args. Drive safe, mate. We'll catch you later. So no, it's not a placeable, is the quick answer. My wheel has got no force feedback, which is fun. Always nice when that happens. I'll make things a little bit more interesting later on. There we go. Right, let me see if I can unfold this, if there is actually... Yes. They're just those magic ones that appear. Slide out from the... slide out from the inside. Right, let's get... I do quite fancy giving this a whirl. This is massive though, isn't it? Maybe come back to that. Oh, so many good things to try. Let's get it. Let's get it. Shall we? No customization at all on that one. Can I make the trailer wider? Let's find out, shall we? We can make it longer. That looks interesting. Oh, holy moly. Make it a lot longer. You can make the ramps at the back move in and out. That's interesting. Nothing else. No other customization that doesn't look like... Oh, no, there we go. Yeah. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Look, they appear and disappear as you... I like that. This is kind of cool, isn't it? That is quite a nice trailer, that. That is very cool. I'm signed up. Right, there we go. Dan, thank you very much, my friend. The Northern Gamer as well, welcome. Nice to see you. Right, this is big, right? I was kind of hoping I'd fit something else on the back of this, but I think I might be wishful thinking. Oh, now I'm slightly worried that my joystick's lost its settings. Well, that's not going on that way. I'm going to have to reverse on. Let me unfold this. Ah, yeah, we have to unfold it first. That might be why it's... I'm going to just unfold it to see if it's retained my joystick settings when I've turned it off. It has a few. Good. Tim M with the 10 memberships. Thank you very much, mate. Drew Hodgkins, should you buy this? It all depends on if you like it. Drew, I, for one, have been super impressed with it. Thank you, Nick. I'll have a drink. I will get a drink in a... do you know where I was, actually, about half an hour ago? I was in the pub, but I wasn't drinking. But Mrs. FSG was. So she's a bit sleepy now. Right, there we go. We have got that loaded up. That is a beast of a machine, isn't it? Let's fold that back up then. Z to fold it. The way that all moves, that's so good. Like I said, these models are brilliant. What does it look like from the inside as well? SMW, thank you, my friend. Bull's Gap, eh? Somebody asked the other day if Bull's Gap's coming to 22. I'm kind of hoping it is. Change from Tim Maslin to Tim M. Ah, okay, no worries, Tim. Well, I appreciate you, buddy. I did assume it was you. Is there a separate control binding for excavators? Cranes. It's cranes control bindings for forestry stuff, usually. So, yes. Nice to hear it, SMW. Nice to hear. I'm glad I could give you a few ideas. Right, let's just ratchet that down so it doesn't go anywhere. And let's run this up. No, I need to put this... need to fold these in now. There we go. That's clever, isn't it? Nick Stegman with the 10 subs as well. What a guy. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. You don't have to do this. Just having you here watching is enough. Right, let's roll this up to our load point. Jeez, it does feel weird with no force feedback. Stupid G920. Can you sail a boat when they're done? No, you just launch them into the lake and they're away, unfortunately. As far as I know, anyway, I've not been able to find anything else other than that. Because once you sail them out into the water, they sell, basically. They just disappear. It's like a production that's finished. Do they think they will add buckets for the excavators in an update? Well, let me just check, actually, what we've got here, because... no, wrong thing. I was looking in the thing. There we go. These excavators, I don't think they will. I think because it's one unit. So I doubt it. You'd probably have to use other excavators. We've got buckets, obviously, for the front loaders. Pretty decent, substantial size buckets, actually. 5,000 litres. What's that one? 5,000 looks like the biggest. Oh no, 10,000. Look at that. High tip as well. That's a beast of a bucket. There's some good stuff in here, actually. I want to try this planter as well at some point. And these go on the front of... I don't know what these go on the front of, actually. It's not telling me. We'll work that out as well at some point. There's your saplings. Spray cans. We haven't had to play with spray cans yet. Don't think there is options for these excavators. Let's have a quick jump in. And see. Grapple. Fast coupler. Ah, so that's what those are for. You've got those three options. So I'm guessing that might be for... That might be for... I wonder if you could put the paladin on it. I think it's for these. If you're looking at the attachments there, I think it's for these rather than buckets. Good evening, Esab. Thank you. Oh, Cranky with the 5 gifted as well. Thank you very much, mate. I missed that. How very generous of you. David, you get access to all of our multiplayer servers, which are very busy old servers at the moment. No front. Well, we have some of those, don't we? So I think they're introducing other types of grabbers. There's nothing in there actually. So we'll get up high. We'll get this in. We'll chop some trees down, and we'll try the Volvo high grab. The Volvo high grab is brilliant. Please show configurations on things when you show something like a Volvo truck. I will try and do that where I can, but DJ Gohammer's done a fantastic video that goes through all of those as well, so well worth going to checking his vid out as well. Did you find your settings and controls were preserved before and after adding? Yes, the only thing that wasn't was my joystick settings for logging, because I'd never set them up. Everything else has been fine. This Volvo high grapple is awesome, by the way. I did well, you saw it in the, if you've seen it, the contracts vid. It's so good. So we've just bought this bit of land, have we? This is where we've just bought. Make sure I'm in the right place. Yeah, so everything down here. Nice. Right, I might clear a bit of space to get the impex out, and we will chop some trees down. The FH16, let's have a look at the interior of this. The truck interiors are very nice, actually. There you go. I feel like I'm in ETS now. Right, let's get this unloaded. Need to unfold it again at the back. There we go. This is an ESAB style vehicle. Now I might just need to unfold this to get it out. Oh, I'm like, why is it being difficult? It's because it's still strapped down. PC to alcohol, I know, that's a special one. I was like, what? You don't have alcohol, so you need to play console. You can only play PC if you're sober. Right, there we go. We'll line it up again now. That's what happens when you've got no force feedback. I think you have started the membership game. Who gave that last 10? Tim? Oh, Jan. Congrats. Thank you, mate. That's very kind of you as well. Right. Let's get this unfolded B. Raise it up. So one of the things with this is when you roll towards it, we should get our ring, our coloured yellow ring at the bottom of the tree. If it's a tree you're allowed to cut down. Yep, there you go. You get to a certain closeness. Now, why is... Yeah, my steering wheel is annoying me already. So let's line it up. So you roll forward, set la. Look, it's gone green, so it's within range now. Now, I should, he says, be able to press... Oh. That's because my steering wheel isn't centered. I might just Alt-Tab out and fix that. Might even put the spring on. Bear with me 1 second, folks. Can you turn the yellow ring off? I assume you probably can. Bit better. That'll do me. Right. So these big redwoods, you know you can't cut these down. They're protected species in the game. Yeah, I've got it, Mark. I was being lazy and not bothering and thinking I could manage without it, and it was quite apparent after the first first tree that it wasn't the case. So let's have another go. So there you go. Line things up. Get a bit closer. That's interesting, isn't it? Why has he decided that... He wanted to lift the whole vehicle up. I think these are set to 5 meter. I should probably make a better job of setting the length with big equipment like this. Oh, you can do it, can you? Grab this one on this side. I just want to grab a few and then we'll... Oh, I see, because the top half there... is grabbing onto it as well. See, look, you aren't allowed to cut this tree. It doesn't tell you why. Now, that could be because I don't own it. Where am I? Yeah, see, that's the other side of the road. That'll be why I can't cut it down. But everything this side of the path is mine. Everything the other side is not. Right. Let's go for this one here then. There we go, that was nicely done. Well, now, what happens if I drop this down? Right to the bottom. So what I'm doing is when I cut this, it's automatically stripping it. Oh, well, it didn't then. Oh, look at that. I should be able to rotate. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to tip it. It's a heavy tree. So interestingly, with this, why can't I rotate it? Because would I want to tip it forward? Is that what I would want to do? I should be able to lie it down, actually, shouldn't you? I wonder if I've got another setting that I need to... Come on. Something here. Just going to cut it. See what happens. It's that first one. Yeah, that. Why didn't it do that before? Must be another setting for this, specifically for this. Right, there we go. Open the top grapple, is that a thing, is it? Tilt harvest ahead, there you go. Looks like I've got a manual one for that. Tilt harvest ahead, what does that do? Yes, that's what you do. You can rotate it. Right, let's give one more a go, shall we? And then we will, what we're saying is we can... lift it out of the ground, move it to wherever we want to. We can lift it up. Move to one side slightly, maybe something like that. These are solid though, like joking apart, nothing here has had any kind of, you know, annoying kind of artifacts with... Right, tilt harvest ahead. Let's try that now. No, it's not letting me do it. Open grab, there you go, that's what I wanted. V. Well, it's a bit hick, but we'll make it work. There we go. The graphics are good, Tim, I agree with that. It is very good. Right, let's move this out of the way for a second. Oh, look, I've turned my frames on. There we go. That's the way it works, David. Yes, unfortunately. FS Lumberjack. So, is this a new map and equipment? Have you been hiding under a rock, FS Lumberjack? I would have thought with a name like that, you would know exactly what was coming with the DLC. Right. Anyway, let's go and get our truck. We need to bring our other truck up here. Where is it? Here. And then we will start to load some stuff up. Just in. Ah. How many yarders? I genuinely think the physics have been vastly improved from what I can tell. You know those, you know the old shaky logs and the wobbly logs. The biggest test will come when we start loading up a trailer. But once it's up and running, we'll give it a test and see how many of these logs shake about. David, cheapest memberships, I think $1.99 a month. Dollars. Just goes towards helping maintain the servers. We can upgrade our servers and things like that. I think they're universal game updates, Simon. So things like the physics are like new physics for the whole game. So it should work. Hey Jason, how you doing? Nice to see you. Can I show the civilians moving? Yes, we'll go back and have a look at those in a bit. They're not that impressive. They're just the same as they are in the other maps, really. At the SDR stage, exactly, yeah. This is just scratching the surface, right, with this kit. We get stuck into the good stuff. FDR must be beside themselves with some of this new, some of the new kind of logging stuff. They'll be super excited. This map, by the way, is... If a modder came out with this map, people would be, it's incredible, it's the best logging map there is. So, it's really, really good, I've got to say. Properly impressed with it. Oh, bit of a tight turn there. There we go. Over the stream. Those streams they just kind of run. I haven't turned rain on yet either. Cranking Chris, yes, actually, if you see my... my vid that I did this afternoon on the new contract types, we find one there. It's worth 50k. So let's just leave him. Let's move the impacts back a little bit further. What we'll do, I think, in a little while, we'll maybe take a winch up to the top of that mound and see what we can do there. Or we'll go find somewhere else to do it. We'll definitely try a winch. They're all farming servers up until now, David. Although I may put this on a multiplayer server, I think it could be quite popular. Oh, let's go and get our John Deere, our Volvo. This thing's epic. This, if you thought this looked cool, it lives up to that expectation perfectly. Oh, I should pin that, shouldn't I? 1 second. There we go. So I think the collectibles... I think you can also... Where is it? Hang on a second. There's a production down here. Barrel factory. Art accessories factory. I think that might... I know that punts out the easels. I thought it might do these carved wooden animals as well. So here's a good example of how good the physics got. If it's as good to me as it was this afternoon. I mean, a lot of it, I think, is down to practice as well, and avoiding the trees. Where's my first tree that I dropped there? Let's get lined up. I want to kind of get a few of them together. I believe DJ's driven one of these in real life. So let's kind of try and hit these semi-central. Because that's part of the battle always, isn't it? You pick them up and they're halfway round the... So, right, I've got to remember now how I set this up. Open. Do that. So let's do a little bit of that. So smooth, right? There's no kind of discernible... There we go. I'm concentrating here. This is probably too big. You'd probably want actually a slightly smaller grapple for this. But look, I crashed into those logs there. They're swinging about. There's zero movement. There's a little bit. Not much, but there's a little bit. But even that swing, that's a really natural way that swings, isn't it? Right, here we go. Moment of truth. The actual parts of the truck get in the way here a little bit. You almost want to... Let's try something like that. Ah, so close with the end one. But that, I'm sorry, that's messy purely down to user error. Longer logs would be helpful. I mean, this thing will move absolute mountains, so I'm just going to help that on just to avoid. And do you know what? We're going to dump these in the top. Dump these in the top sawmill, I think. Now you could do. This is where you would want a blade or like the Taj fun, where you would get them all lined up into neat piles before you start picking them up. This is not a bad pile, though, is it? See how we go with this. Crikey, you've got to be moving your cameras around a fair bit. Go like this. Push this out. Oh, you could use the front of the truck actually, couldn't you? Or I could go and just drive around to the end and... In fact, do you know what? I'll do that. What's it like from in-cab? Probably impossible. I never know with this. It's interesting, isn't it? Whether or not in-cab is any more useful. We'll give it a go, shall we? You can't see your winch at all, although you could line yourself up quite nicely. Like going backwards, up a hill. I should be able to straighten all these up at least now, so they're all... We know they're all about the same length, so... There you go. That wasn't bad, was it? No chance we're straightening those up, though. I think, like I said, if you practice this a lot, you would get pretty handy with it. I reckon. You'd get some nice kind of lined up piles of stuff that you could then get how massive that thing on the front is as well. Right, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's get lined up here. Too close, I know that. I'm just about to reverse back a bit now. Go. Close it up. Look at that! Let's have a look at that from the outside. Oh, you've got another camera. There's your operating camera. Of course, you've got that as well at your disposal. That... So if you get them all nicely neat, lined up in a pile, that is the trick. So behind me there, that lot there looks like an absolute mess. But once you get them sorted like this, you're in a good spot. Right, need to go a bit higher there. Like I said, you kind of clip the top of the... I wonder, see those silver bits? Do you think they go in? I think they drop down while you're loading. Let's have a look at that. No tension belts. No. They do, mouse control. There you do. There you go, that's nice as well. Lovely little touch, so many little touches like that. So many little touches like that. And look, not a single... Remember the old days, they'd just be getting ready to go into orbit, wouldn't they? They'd be shaking all over the place, so... I mean, this is me. I've not done any logging since FS19. I haven't touched logging in 22. So this is pure, other than a couple of little bits with ARGs on no man's land, just to clear space really, rather than actually doing it for sport. So this is, if I can do this straight off the bat with no practice, I think that tells you a lot about how much better this is. So a bit closer. Now, why did that do that? That did that because I wasn't far enough over. We rescue that one. Not bad. What's it like picking one up? I don't think this is designed for picking up one log, is it? And they've been very coy about what they've done with the physics, haven't they? But they've clearly done something. Oh, look at that. The little spikes dig in. I don't think I'd get any jobs with a logging firm. It can be about a week to load up part of the back of this trailer. But it's really good. I mean, like, joking apart, so often, sometimes you get this stuff and you play it a little bit to start with, and then you go back to what you know. I actually am having a whole heap of fun with this. I think we are good at zero shaking of logs, Brando. Nothing at all. Not even a suggestion that there's anything like that. So I think they've... I think they are Music Man. I think it's a base game update. I think even some of the trees and stuff... Let's see if I can tidy these up as well. Whoa! That was not physics, that was me driving over it with my wheel. Oh, it's pushing the other one away though. It's so annoying. But you could have... So we've got something like the Taj Fun. You had... Well, there you've got a blade there. You could use that. Or the back of these winches is pretty good as well. So I'm maybe not using... I'm not maybe being as optimal as I could be with the equipment I've got. This is not really what this was designed for. Even pretty stable with that. Is there a... Let's get rid of that. One of the cranes. There are 4 fields on this map. Palmeri. Oh, look. Yeah, once you've got them all a mess, it's hard to sort them out. Right, let's get these picked up. I'm just going to take these 3 that are lined up here and we'll come back for the others. I don't have much space either, actually, which is not helping me, is it? Could do with a bit of an open space. Try it with that 3rd camera again. I need to do that one. There we go. I'm just getting used to my controls again. Close it. See, I'm off center here, so what's it going to do? So we've got a little... Look, not a single bit of shakeage. Not a single bit. It's kind of locked off that camera as well. You can't rotate with it. It's good, that view, isn't it? What we'll do is we'll take these to the sawmill and we'll make something with them. And we'll maybe take them to one of the productions and give that a go. If you check out my FS Lumberjack, if you check out my video tour of Silver Run that went out this morning, you will see a nice little look into the boatyard there. I'm going to move that over just a little bit. You would get faster. You'd get your eye in for kind of where you needed to be positioned, wouldn't you? And open it. Shame he's hanging over that edge slightly there. Can I fix that? Again, this is not the right tool to be doing subtle tweaks to your... You know what, it's fine. It's fine! Oh, give it a little nudge there. That almost worked, didn't it? Actually, I wonder if when you put those silver bars up, it would roll it and push it into place. So there you go. That'll do for now, I think. Pretty happy with that. Mitch, the Thrustmaster does definitely make it a lot more helpful. Can I need to But it's just, like, worrying about... I genuinely have stopped worrying about physics, because I don't need to. Oh, I'm stuck now on that. This Volvo is good, actually. It's got big chunky tyres on. It's kind of got go anywhere stuff. Let's loop around the top of that now. Yeah, it pulls up anything, this. There we go. Did they fix the log physics? Well, as far as I can tell, they absolutely fixed them. You've all seen it firsthand here. We've been my inept logging skills, and we've still not had any real issues. The vehicle's coming. The Thrustmasters, Mitch? Yeah, no, I mean, they're pretty easy to set up. You plug them in and you just set your bindings. It's pretty standard stuff. Now, how am I going to get this off this truck? There's a couple of... FDR have done a couple of good... setup vids with them as well. Jason, would this be a good map for 2 people? If you've got 2 people, it would, absolutely. Truck physics. What's wrong with the truck, Ozzy? I could drop it. I could want to unload it, though. That's the only problem. You can't unload it. You would have to take a vehicle. Unless they float away. If they float away, I am going to be thoroughly impressed. No! Oh, how good is that? Although they are like miracle logs floating on top of each other. Okay, that is awesome. I was going to have to thinking I'm going to have to get another vehicle and lift it, and so I'm just selling these. Do you know what I'm going to do? Because we can, because I've cheated the money in. We've got this as a production point now rather than a selling point. Look at that! Look at the chat! The chat goes wild for floating logs. I don't know about you guys, my logs have floated for years. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. This animation is great too. Look at this. It just takes them from the pile. I mean, they didn't need to do this. They could have just... it could have just disappeared. You know, like other productions do. But no. They actually did this. Not enough fibre, Nick. Yeah, the immersion's great, Esab. Really, isn't it? So we should be making something with these. What are we making? What are we making, folks? Tom's liking it too. Yeah, no, this is... Like, seriously, I'm going to say this now, and I'm not being a Giants FS fan. I don't have to be, right? They send me this stuff early because it helps them to see it, but I'm not affiliated to Giants. This is phenomenal, and I challenge any of you to sit here and go, "This hasn't improved the game." I genuinely do challenge you, because this is pretty impressive what they've done. When you think about 22 when it came out, what that can do compared to all these little nuances that we've seen already. The physics are better. Some of the stuff around the map, the rivers and streams and things like that. Those floating logs, the animation here, just clever stuff. Yeah, loads of new sound as well. I Are these all switched on? Yes, we are producing a bit of everything here. Good, because I want to take these down to the boatyard maybe, and we can have a go at what we need to do that. This is huge. So I also, yeah, Tim, so the boatyard and the roller coaster, I think I can see a whole construction thing going on where you drop stuff off at a plot, and it builds the walls of a house, and then it builds the roof of a house, and, you know, stage by stage, the more stuff you add in, the more it grows over time, which is really, really nice. Yeah, that's a nice touch, isn't it, that you can ride the roller coaster. It is really good. And if you're seeing this and you're thinking, man, that's good, do click the link at the top, support the channel, or use code FarmsimGuy when you're ordering, because it does help me as well. So, and those of you who've bought the first year package and were a little bit upset after the first couple of DLCs, I think you can't be disappointed to have this. It's really good. It is really good. Right. Exactly, James. It's a huge step forward. Right, I'm going to speed up time a little bit until that wood is done, because I want those supplies. Let's just go full night, shall we? Oh, I've got nothing. I've got barely enough. I'm going to have to just buy some. There we go. Oh, we've got some rain coming as well. That's good. I've wanted some rain to appear at some point, because I want to see the puddles that appear on the ground as well. Again, just nice little dynamic stuff. Right, can I buy stuff here? Probably not now. I've bought it as a production. No, it's a production now, so I can't buy anything. But we can down here. So, what we'll do... Let's go down here. Let's just quickly run over to the boathouse. Look at that haze in the back. Oh, I will admit, I've got relight on as well. So let's buy this, because it just becomes a sell point unless you buy it as well. So 125,000 I think is pretty good as well. Yes, we'll go and have a look at the paper mill as well, Rasmus. No problem. Performance is outstanding on PC, Jason. Yeah, I always think the base game maps, I've never had a performance issue with any of the base game maps. Take care, Tim. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you for those gifted subs as well. That's awesome. Really good to see. Right, planks long, wood beams, metal, and floor tiles. So metal, we better go and get some metal, actually. It's just a mod, Tim. Tom, even. Drop it into the... Didn't remember what I needed then. What do I need? Planks, long planks, wooden beams, and floor tiles. Can I buy... Floor tiles I might be a bit... struggling a bit with. Let's see what we can get here. Don't need planks. Yeah, well, let's take a few of them. 10 pallets of them. 63,000. And long planks. 10 of them. Wood beams? Do we need beams as well? Well, we're getting them. Refab wall, so we can't get tiles, but do you know what I'll do? Find where the other stuff is. Guessing round here somewhere. He says he can't find it. He said in the hall, didn't he? Inside? Yeah, maybe it's inside. Yes, there they are. How do I get in there? The door's on the other side. Oh, yeah, we bought a lot of stuff. Tiles as well, they wanted, didn't they? So, can we spawn some tiles? Let's see if we can do that. Add a pallet of... shingle. Okay, that's good. So it's picked up. Picked up all the new stuff. Iron ore. Flour. Floor tiles. Add a pallet of floor tiles, take a couple of them, shall we? I don't know how many we're supposed to get. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Nice one, Ed. Thank you for sharing. Relight. What was the other thing we needed? Metal. What does metal come in, do you think? Wood beams, plank long planks, and floor tiles. So we've got all of those. Don't know if we've got enough. Metal. Let's just spawn that here, shall we? See if we can... Oh, it's in alphabetical order, so I'm going completely the wrong way. Unless metal... Oh, there it is. It does. How much metal have we got there? 1.3 ton, 1,000 pieces. Gone in. I should have just spawned the stuff here. We can buy pallets on that building. No, I'd spawn those in using easy dev. Just for ease, just because we want to see how this progresses. We should be able to build this today, shouldn't we? I don't know why I put them all over here as well. Why did I not just spawn them all over there? But I'll tell you why, because we'll put them on a truck and we'll do a bit of low loading. And we'll get that third... Volvo truck out, shall we? So let's give it a big 500 litre engine. Got wide wheels and standard wheels. Sun visor or not. Design, yes or no. Additional lights, they are up at the top there. Beacons, of course. Mud flaps, yes or no. There's a lot of options here, isn't it? Capacity 500 litre, 750. Is that just fuel? That's just fuel tank, isn't it? Yeah. Lots of good options there on the colours. Nice. Very good. Right, let's buy that. 500 litre engine. 500 horsepower engine. Yeah, I don't know why it says capacity 500 litre. That's punchy, isn't it? So super strength is lumberjack and spawning items is easy dev. Hey December, how you doing, mate? And let us get, I haven't got auto load in. Have we got a flatbed trailer in? Have we got a flatbed in? No. MISC. Oh, I'm just going to go with that low loader, I think. Let's stick with the... Let's stick with DLC stuff, shall we? Welcome everybody, by the way. 378 of you is a big viewership, so thank you all for dropping in and having a watch. Hope you're enjoying seeing this as much as I am showing it to you. Look at the detail in there. Look at that. These models are really solid, I have to say. I could have used the low boys, couldn't I? Yeah. This'll do, though. I think... Is it fair to say that we were all... Yeah, lots of movement in the cab. Good European cab, that. Not apprehensive about the DLC, but people would, I think, reserved, sitting on the fence, waiting to see what they saw. And now we've got it. Or we're seeing it, like actually we're getting gameplay and stuff like that. But I think we're all pretty impressed, aren't we? I would go as far to say it feels like a game update, not just an add-on, a DLC add-on. Feels like a newer version of the game. Now I am interested to see if you go back to the other base game maps, how much of this carries through now. Just want to get enough space to get underneath it. Come on, man. Here we go. I was tilted up, that was the problem. Need a suicide knob on this. Kind of hoping that we can leave this on the trailer when we get to the boat shed as well, and it will just unload from the trailer, we'll see. That manage, so the manage is there. So actually, it's not going to help now because I've bought a load of stuff. But if you go to your garage in here, that's what you own. I've bought obviously those 3 trucks. I've bought all of that forestry stuff. When you start, you get the Volvo, one of the Volvos. You get the Komatsu and the Volvo BM, the 462 there. You get the chainsaw, and you get the Tajfun winch. You don't get any trailers or anything, so you don't start out with much at all. This is too big for here. I would have gone for one of the little electric. I would have gone for one of the little electric ones in here. Feels very big. I love the fact, look, you start off their old machines. It's not like, oh, we'll put a brand spanking new machine here. They've put the dirt levels on them and the repair levels on them, which is really nice. Yeah, Mercer didn't go on because FS22 arrived. That was the only reason we didn't carry that on. But I did enjoy that realism, like playing realistically from in cab and all of that. So definitely I would consider doing that. And then obviously when 22 came out, all those mods didn't exist for the first wee while. Kind of there and looking good with them now, but I don't know how many of these I need. I spawned a load, but I don't know how many I need. What are these beams? I need a few thousand of these. I always struggle with this from depth of field kind of position. Maybe it's like spatial awareness is all over the shop. And I'm rusty. I haven't used the joystick for a while. Hey, Scorp! How you doing? I'm getting at least a little bit straighter than that, if we can. I'll do this trick. No, it's not going to let me either. Come on, get off. They seem a lot more sticky, these pallets, by the way. Am I right at the bottom there? Yeah, once you grab them, they seem to not want to get off as much. There we go. Need to practice a bit more. Get some more beams. Gorilla glue, yeah. No Volvo cars half, no. There is a few hours on this forklift truck, you're right. Or half an hour with me clattering off the walls and stuff. Moving him out of the way. Definitely better on the electric one, the little electric one. It's a little bit more agile than this. See? That's what I mean about spatial awareness. That, for me, was going to drop straight on, no worries. And then I catch the edge of it. Right, we'll do one more. In fact, you know what we'll do? We'll do all 3 of these. If we can. Could be messy. We'll thread them. Oh, could have done worse. Even the pallets feel a little bit more sturdy, I've got to say. That's just that placebo effect? There will be no Wyoming on Sunday. No, because we're going to focus on this expansion this weekend, and to be honest, come Tuesday, you lot are all going to be playing this madly anyway, so I thought we would delay it. I haven't actually, if I'm being brutally honest, it's a bit of a blessing this is here this week, because I have had no time to put it together this week. It's been a busy old week. It's still coming though, don't worry. Just let you sweat a bit longer. Yeah, I was going to do that, Ollie, but I didn't want to spend 2 hours just loading a trailer, so let's see if we can actually unload them. Raddles, exactly. I think something different is good. It's so funny, I've had a few comments today on the vids, people just going, I thought it was a farming simulator, not a logging simulator. Like, farming of wood is one of the biggest areas of farming in the world, just because it's not like, if you say farming, people think, oh, tractor and field. But there's loads of different types of farming. So, yeah, look, unloads from the trailer, that's good. I've wedged myself under the roof there. There we go. Track IR, yes. Mark Thor's been pestering me to get track IR for ages. I get it if you come from like the Midwest and it's massive expansive fields and no trees, I get that. But equally, if you come from like northern states or, you know, big chunks of Canada, what have I got in here? Planks. Long. Right, I'm just going to spawn. You need a lot of stuff. 9,000 litres of planks. Right, so let's go. General crops. OP planks. 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's kind of handy. Does this show up on your productions when you've bought it? So no, it doesn't actually. It's not a production chain. So even though we've bought that, it doesn't show as a production chain. That's interesting, isn't it? So what am I doing here? We've just loaded a whole heap in there and it's not showing up. Right, planks long. Let's do the same with those. Right, just, there you go. As many as you need. What else do we need? Wood beams. Right, let's do a few of those. So these are going to take a while. Beams. Did I skip past them, or does it not spawn those? I thought wood beams. There we go. Thought I seen them. Yeah, the Volvo trucks are good. Peter Clark, take care, my friend. Thank you very much. Yeah, I might do a daytime stream tomorrow and an evening one. We'll see how we feel. Hello, Joe. How are you? Nice to see you, mate. How's things? Metal. Do we need any more metal? We'll take a bit more metal, shall we? Sorry, we're just trying to do this for speed now, just so we're not spending hours. There we go. Got metal by the ton. Actually, too much. Stop taking it. Move them over there. Obviously, this is purely for demonstration purposes. I wouldn't play my game like this in real life. I do actually think I will, as a point of principle, try and build the roller coaster and the boat. Just to say that you've done it and see how long it takes. It's almost a series in building the roller coaster somewhere, isn't there? Right, so we've got enough in storage, we've got enough metal, we've got enough floor tiles. I think we've got everything. So, with that in mind, let's skip things forward and see what happens. Oh, there we go, we're up to 360, 500, it's ticking down, yeah. So we're at 500 times at the moment, let's go up to 1,000, shall we? So it does just build it over time. Look at that. Oh, here's the rain. Has the rain stopped again? Damn. I was going to show that. Look at that. 1,000, 5,000. There you go. That seems to be a nice pace. So there we go. That's 2 days already. Still going. So it's not quick. But is building a boat quick? No, definitely not. Needs pirates. So that's day 4. What's that? Day 4 now? There's the hull. Are we out? Okay. So is that stage 1 done, do we think? Right, slow down. Slow down. Is that stage 1 done? Or do we still need to do more? So we need planks. No, I still think we're building that, aren't we? So let's get some planks. What was the other thing we needed? If they're the wrong way around, they don't unload. That was a problem with those... We've got enough planks now, and we need some more floor tiles. Let's get those in as well. Ricky, you almost need... You need some mod to know what you've got where. Anybody know anybody who does that? So, required materials for next step. Oh, so we need to crack it. We still need more floor tile. You need a lot of stuff, don't you? Floor tiles, planks. Right, we've got enough of everything. Right, let's speed things up again. Because you get to the end of this stage, and I think it rolls outside. You can't see anything happening here. But it's still counting down retired materials for next step, so there we go, we're out of plank, about to run out of planks. Floor tiles, still got loads of those to go. So cracky, we started in September, it's now February, it's gone 5 months or 5 days, 6 days. Right, here we go, counting down. 30, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes! How about that? And there you go, wooden beams, floor tiles, and fabric. So that explains why we've got vintage. Do you think? No, that's a sell point. Pet accessories, flooring. Have we got a production for cloth on the map? I don't think we have, so you might have to put another production in. There's a lot less for this bit though. Right. Here we go. So yeah, we go outside for the mast, that's right. So wood beams. We have floor tiles. We have enough of... It's just fabric we need now. But it doesn't start making it until... All products, all... Clothes, fabric, there it is. A few of them. Multicoloured sails. So we've got enough fabric now, so we'll start the second phase. Look, it starts to count down. When you've got all the materials you need, it automatically triggers it. So, let's skip this a little bit. Count down a little bit quick. There's the mast, look at that. Fab. Now, I believe this launches at 2 PM on the day after you've completed it, or after the time you've completed it. And keep going through the night again. All the rigging on. There it is. Oh no, it just launches whenever it's ready, does it? Finished. I want to ride it. I don't think you can. No. No possibility to do that. So, 2 o'clock we think. So let's skip forward to 12. 40. There we go. 57. Let's see how much one of these is worth. I name it... Oh, there it goes. The good ship Argsy. May it sink to the bottom. There it goes. Nice audio as well. So, I think it just... I want to say it floats off into the distance now and... $300,000 for a boat. Fabric, you get a wool of cotton. Thank you, Tom. Yeah. There it goes. 300 grand though. That is a nice bit of... I mean, alright, there's effort, but if you think the majority of that is wood productions, and a little bit of metal ore, which I think, do you know what, we'll go and load up some metal ore, I think, because there'll be quite a lot of it there now. So let's unhitch this, we'll just leave that here. Many days need to kill, there's a lot of trees required for that, for sure. But at the same time, worth doing for 300 grand, isn't it? Right, let's get a tipping trailer and get a load of ore, because I did put the ore place over there. Got my spawn point still here. Now, here's a question. Do any of the standard trucks now take ore? There it is. That's it, isn't it? Looks like they do. No, you've got options, Hamish. You have got options, mate. Certainly with some of them. I'm not sure if all of them will give you options. This might just be a... Yeah. Wheel setup. Wide tyres, engine... Yeah. So that one stays as it is. This, I think you've got a few options on this. Ride them short, long, short, and long. And what have we got for this? The FH16 4x2. Oh, look at that! 8x4. Before tag, 6x4. So you've got some nice options there, Hamish. What is the starting vehicle parked at the sawmill? No map tour seemed to mention it. That is the forklift. Frank. There are a few, basically there's forklifts and things placed around the map that you can just help yourself to. Now that, will that side dump take iron ore? Now, will it? It looks like it will. Let's buy one of them, shall we? Looks kind of appropriate. Although, getting up to the... I've just realised getting up to the oil mine... The oil... the mine might be... Yeah, I want to try the fella bunch before we go. Definitely. For sure. Actually, we'll get a... There we go, that's what I wanted. How are we doing for time, actually? Just having loads of fun here. Does the map have oil? No, it doesn't. But nothing to say that you couldn't drop it in. Which mod? There's a mod out there that if you add it, it'll sort you for oil. Like fusions, when you add it in, it gives you anhydrous. Right, let me just get my bearings, because the mine is there, so I need that road there. Okay, yeah. Might take 3 business... No! Usually get it within about 5 minutes. I bought one this afternoon for somebody, and I got the email after about 5 minutes. So don't worry too much. Is there an all-platform way to... It would have to be built into a map, David. No, first time I've used this trailer as well, actually. Oh, perfect for a bit of iron ore, although the trigger might be interesting. I put my little iron ore, I literally threw it up there. Like I said, this isn't a map, this isn't a save that's going to see much of the light of day after we've had a play around with it this weekend. This is very much a pull it apart and see what's working. Now, who noticed, if you've watched my video on the contracts, the wood that you get, so if you do a deadwood contract, or you do yeah, the deadwood contract's the one you could sell the wood afterwards. You only get... I was getting like a few dollars, I think it's like $14 for the whole load. Do you think... I was speaking to Kermit about it this afternoon. Do you think that's right? Do you think... Should it be more than that? I'm not sure. Ballbox, was it, Ed? Human. Logan, it's an expansion to the base game. But you do, there'll be the patch that came out last week, the 1.8.1 patch that came out last week, is obviously part of the update. Very few calories. Yeah. It just, you know, they made what it says in the... Oh, I'm going to fly off the end of the road there. He was moving pretty fast, wasn't he? Yeah, I am. Look. Oh. So look, a deadwood, you can sell them after. They make a big deal of you can sell them afterwards, but it literally is a pittance. It's not worth selling them afterwards. But then I was thinking, well, can you put them into the traffics as impatient as ever? Could you use them for productions instead? Is that more cost effective if you use them for productions? Just a thought. It could be working as intended. Just seemed phenomenally low. You know, if you got like $300 for it, that would be okay. Or make wood chips, yeah. It's a good point. Chris, that is a good point. Oh, I'm running at 30 times. I was like, why is it getting dark so quick? Also, I think, look at the colours as well. Obviously, we've got a lot of year-round green trees here, but I think the lighting and the colours, a lot less bright and orangey, a lot more subtle, a lot more toned down. It's good. It's going to rain again. Good. We're going to look for puddles. But these new textures on these paths are good as well. There's so much good stuff, and this... what's this? I mean, have they really gone to all this effort just for decor and look and feel around the map? Because if they have, hats off to them. Those wood textures as well. I always thought this was like another little roller coaster when I first saw it, but this is just, I think, the old minecart track. It's great, isn't it? I mean, look at the rock detail as well. Everything's just sharper and cleaner. good, isn't it? This has got... I've already got relight on this, Sniper Steve. So we're running relight. Like, every mod I've added just went straight in, no hassle. I suppose my only... If somebody said, what's the thing that you're a little bit disappointed at, because I've genuinely struggled to find anything yet that I've gone, oh, that's a shame. Except for iron ore. Wouldn't it have been great if you could have gone in there? So that rock breaking tool, you could have reused that in the mine. You could have actually mined the ore if you wanted to. And brought it out that way, as opposed to just being delivered up here. I think is just a little bit lackluster. I could have done a little bit more, but it is what it is, right? Yeah, there it is. I love this, by the way. I loved this in 19 when it was a mod. I'm loving the fact that it's in game. But I'm going to move it out of the way because let's have a look at a few more bits of kit, shall we? We'll get one of the Volvo front loaders. What does it say here? I think it just tells you can't buy it. Yeah, it's just a help. So it says it's a new production building. The mineshaft will help you expand your production chain. The mine is working permanently, cannot be purchased. The iron ore is collected in the heap next to everyone has access to. So it can be refined for an iron furnace, which produces metal. So, it'd be interesting on a multiplayer server, wouldn't it? If everybody's desperate for iron ore, they have to share it about. Right, so let us get here a... Let's try the smaller Volvo here. I love these tyres. They're great, aren't they? These models are lovely. Wheel setup standard. What else you got for me? Standard 2 or standard? Safety beacon, yes, no. Where's that? Oh yeah, the green safety beacon. Beacon, yes, no. That's it. Let's buy that, and we're going to buy the big high tip 10k bucket, I think. High tip bucket. That's a 5,000 litre one. There is a 10k one. There it is. 2-ton bucket. I think it... Let's just click combinations, see if it works with the 180. Is that what we've got? Did I just buy the 180 or did I buy something else? Let's check that, shall we? Oh, I bought the 120. Right, we'll sell it and buy the 180. Oh, it's obviously too big a bucket for a slightly smaller engine. The 180, there we go. So they must have the 5k. Oh, hang on, the safety frame. The back here, designed to no safety frame. I think I need that. I don't know what the safety beacon does, but we'll give that a try as well. And the beacon is the beacon. Alright, 201. Buy that. Okay. We'll go and get that high dump. The 10k. Seems the last update, the hardware specs have changed on 22. Interesting, Joe. That's a good spot. So there you go. I was beginning to think, like, I've been driving around this map for the last 12 hours going, everything feels so much sharper and better. And there you go. I wonder if they've... Oh, typically I've put it right where I can't get at it. It does feel, graphically, everything's had a bit of a boost. Here we go. Oh. That'll be full then. There was one being worked on, David, but I don't know how long or how far away it is. Spin to the side, so make sure I don't dump it all on the floor. That's been known to happen. Have I got high tips set up? No. You're not. That's a good substantial. Come in handy in the mine on Elk Mountain, that actually. Is that a minimum? Is that or a recommended, Joe? 2060 seems quite a relatively new card, right? Oh, I'm full. Can you sell it? No, you can only convert the iron ore to metal. Hey, Steel Horse, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Have I found any? Not many lifelong. I haven't. If I'm being honest, I haven't done the whole map, but I haven't... oh, pay attention. FSG, come on, son. It is a very hilly map. It's a very hilly map, so you might get a few bits. But even when it's flatter, you've got a lot of rocks as well. I mean, fundamentally... It's one of those things. It's a forestry. In essence, it's a forestry map, right? So, if you want to farm, I would say there are way better maps out there to farm on than this. If you want to do forestry, this is a good forestry map. I think it's play the map as it was intended. If you know what I mean. Yeah, it's got really hilly actually, Patriot. Hillier than I thought it was as well. Let's head down to the bottom again. Oh, lost my bearings for a second there, but there we are. Yeah, there's some good transferable stuff out of this DLC that will work nicely on other maps. Definitely, definitely. So I'm going to do the shameless plug again. If you haven't ordered it already and you want to get it, you can still save 5% on it until Monday night, I believe, at midnight, wherever that is. Monday, well, that'll be midnight Central European time, or whatever it is now, CST. Central Standard Time, whatever it is. European, German time. What's struggling up the hill? Chug, 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 chug. But of course, if you are buying it, if you want to, of course, you don't have to. And if you don't use my code, please use somebody else's. Please let one of your favourite content creators get the small token gesture from Giants. But if you use Farmsim Guy, that would be hugely appreciated. So Joe, go and quickly. They rebuild the cache, the shader cache, when they do a big update. So it can be a little bit jerky the first time you're on a map after an update. But if you stay there and you travel around the map and just crack on with stuff, it should smooth out over time. Where am I going? Did I come this way? I did not steam this steep on the way up. There you go, Patriot. That was giving you an idea for how hilly it is. You could actually, down here, so down here along the front here, you could run some more fields. I'm also probably lulling you into a false sense of security with my graphics because I've got them up at the view distance. The standard view distance you can set it at in the settings is 200%. Now I'm running at 400%, and I've also got my my scaling on 140% as well. Got away with it, David. I got away with it. So yeah, there you go. You could run a... You could flatten that. There's enough space for some fields there, I think. They wouldn't be big fields. But you could use them, for sure. Thank you, Tom. No, if you've already got the year 1 pack, good for you. Good for you. There you go, there's another bit of open land as well. It isn't technically classed as a field. Love these huge lock piles as well. I know they're only placeables, but I just think they're great. Right, which is the tipping side with this? I never get this right. You can do both sides, can't you, actually? Upside left. We are getting a little bit of relight evening sunshine here, which is quite nice. This new grass texture is nice as well, isn't it? Kind of slightly... This thing is both cool and tedious at the same time. The engine noises sound good. Look at that. Look at that for a cab. That's really good. And everything was the good old days when things were mechanical. Scott, are you really asking what map this is? Anna Maria, how are you? Maybe it's better for me to update it later. I hear you need more GPU power. I play mouseless. The frustration is on MacBook. Oof. You do like a challenge. That's coming from somebody who likes Macs. Can you use AutoDrive? You can use AutoDrive on any map, Scott. Yes. I don't have it installed, but yep. You can use it on any map. What? I'll let the chat answer that. There we go. Give me a tip point. Give me a tip point. Yeah, there we go. If it'll all go into the point. It will. There we go. We could feel the hydraulics through the leaves. Exactly. You do it on feel, Hamish. These kids today don't know they're born. So there we go. You put it in there and it comes out. So it's pretty basic production, but I think all these new things are helpful, right? Dust Bunny, it is the iron factory I placed in my review. Is there not an iron? There isn't one on the map already that I could find anyway. And somebody might go, oh yeah, you've missed it, it's in the top corner. But I could not find one. So it's the iron furnace. And for the life of me, I poured around everywhere and definitely couldn't see one. So it may be that you just have to place it. But it does, it's in your... not that. Oh, do you know what I haven't done? Check to see if there's any new clothes. But there it is, 180,000. You can place it wherever you like. You've got that as well. What's that? Paper factory. That's nice. Nice looking building. That is pet accessories. So art accessories, shingle factory, the wood turner. So all of those are on the map. We've seen those as well. The flooring factory as well. Furniture factory. And the barrel factory. Barrels! Wonder what they're going to be used for. Hello, Argsy! How are you doing? Yes, it's been a super popular stream. Loads of brilliant questions. Somebody wanted to see the paper mill, didn't they? Somebody wanted to see the paper mill, so let's go up and just have a quick look at it. Spawn. What are the inputs for the paper mill that we need? That is really nice, actually, isn't it? Here's a thing. Where's the train? Where's the train? Hello, train. Oh. Rent the train. We rent him quick before he goes. Train is going to arrive soon. Is he going to stop? Have I got him? I was wondering if I could, yeah, he's reversing. Good, just caught him. I'm going to see if I can easy dev massive loads of logs in there. We'll go and do some deliveries. What's not to like? The sound of my voice, Args. Yes, if you could hit the like button if you're enjoying it and you're interested in the DLC, please. Right, let's see if we can do this. So what do you think this is for? Pallets? Logs? Surely that's not for logs, is it? They would fall out. Help me out, oh wise and knowledgeable people who know more than me. That's for pallets, or no, that's for containers, I think, isn't it? There were 2 leaked Volvo tractors, a wheel loader and an antique tractor. They were not featured in any of the official fact sheets. That's right, Lee, there was, wasn't there? Now, I think that... Did they release them? Boards and planks. There you go. Lee, I think they released... When they were leaked, I think they just released them. So I wonder if they're not in the DLC pack. I think they wonder if they come in as just add-ons to the game. I'm going to have a look now. No, nothing in there. What was the other one? The wheel loader. Not in small tractors. There only appears to be that. Well, I don't think it's in here, Lee, actually. That's a good point. I don't think it is. What was the other thing? A wheel loader. So no, they're not in here. I wonder if they're coming out with a game, but there might be a game patch or something next week coming out. So we'll maybe see. Right, easy dev. Will easy dev work on the train? Reload vehicle with what? Oh. I reloaded the train. Oh well, it didn't look like... Recon, does this version overwrite the original FS22? It does, but technically it's done that already. If you downloaded the 1.8.1 patch last week, you've got the most up-to-date version of the game now. If you buy the DLC, it will install that on top of the game. And then... but if you don't buy the DLC, you will just be on 1.8.1 version of the game without the DLC. So you can still play the game without the DLC if you want to. Can I have my train back, please? I should be able to tab to it though, shouldn't I? If I've got train tabbing set up. Why was he reversing? Why is he reversing? Ah, you know why. Why is he reversing? Get out before he reverses. Something's not quite right. Right, where's my train? I haven't got tabbing to train. Everything's going in reverse. I don't have any accelerate. What? I think my PS4 controller might have been... Yes. Do you know what the problem was? It was farm sim related. Rosie the cow was squeezing the trigger on the PlayStation controller. Right. Someone says when you add DLC it changes to 1.8.2. Ah, okay. Well, do you know what? I should be able to tell you. Can I tell you here? No, I'd need to go back to the main menu. Train. Let's go and see if we can find that train again. Or is it... I've unloaded it from the map completely. That's very possible. I could have done that as well. I don't think I could have loaded them up anyway, so... with easy dev would have been a nice idea, but I don't think it was going to let me do that. Thank you, Mike. Hope you're doing well, mate. Nice to see you. Good evening, Ola. You must be excited about that. I'm not sure if you've seen anything yet, Ola, but the new tree stuff is right up your street. Let's just fly up here a bit. So, anything pressing anybody else would like to see? Most of the map all looks pretty awesome. The fact that the redraw on the trees is just... there is no redraw on the trees. The view distance is a fun... I have got my view distance turned up, but even then, it's fantastic. A plywood car in real life. Thank you, Grocer. Gonna show off the yarders. The fire department's just a sell point, I think, but yeah, we'll go and have a look. The excavator planter. Right, let's have a go with that. That's a good idea, Assassins. Yeah. Recap of... I can't even remember Hodge, if I'm being honest. We have looked at a lot. What did we do to start with? We tried some official logging. What's that? That's the shingle company. That's for the... shingle bus. It's really nice, isn't it? Barrel making there. Where is the fire station? So we start with some normal logging. How to play with the sorry, 1 second. Fire department, there it is. We had to play and tested the physics out, which seemed to be phenomenal. There you go. Silver Run Fire and Rescue. It is literally a dumping ground for... what do they sell there, do you think? What do they sell there? It'll be something like... wood chips. Of course it will be. Wood chips that can practice fires. Right, the yarders. Let's find a steep hill. Now I believe they pull from below, don't they? Looks quite good, doesn't it? Try it somewhere here. Get out of flight mode again. Right, so let's get... no. Let's get... this is the one I like. It doesn't have the winch on it, but it could be that it... did I set my store deliveries point? Let me just double check that I did. Oh, I was going to download one of these as well. Green for FSG. Let's have one of them. There's the planter. We'll go back to that planter in a minute. Let me find... where's it gone? Where's it gone? There it is. This is the one I'm interested in. Looks like some bits... Hey Barefoot, nice to see you. And let's get a tractor. Let's get a tractor to put on it. Go something a bit chunkier than a... let's go with a nice new Q-Series Valtra. Do like them. Right. Yeah, what I'm saying, the winch feels like there's some bits missing, but maybe when you unfold it, it magically brings some extra bits. I have not touched these yet, so I'm interested to see... what they do. So, let's say we've got a steep hill there below us. Well, not steep, but there's a hill below us. Or should we find somewhere a bit more exotic than that? Should we find a location first? Where would there be a nice steep area to haul from? What's that like up there? Let's jump over there, shall we? This is one of the greatest things in Easy Dev, by the way. Just want to move my tractor all the way over here. Yes, that looks like a steep hill. We like a steep hill. With no trees, typically. They're all redwoods. Okay, that was... yeah, the roads are superb, aren't they? There's so much that's good about this. That's where we were. That's where we were doing our stuff before. There must be a kind of steeper. Let's try somewhere there. We've got somewhere like this. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Look at that. Reverse down to the bottom. Guessing I'm going to have to buy the land to allow me to cut the trees down. We'll try that. Right, so let's go with, this could be fun, lower yarder V. Fold yarder. Okay, not allowed while tool is lowered. Enter vehicle. No, that's a tractor. A lift yarder. Fold yarder. Okay, so that's it away. Fair enough. For transport. Understandable. So lower yard, does that give me any more options? When outside, press R. Ah, there it is. I wasn't close enough. Set up yarder rope. Tree not in the right angle to the yarder, use a different one. Okay, so you just have to look at the tree. Oh, there we go. It's done everything. Got 2 trees over there. Okay, that isn't ideal. Again, move carriage, enable carriage follow, adjust scale, switch hand tool. Right, I want to undo that. Actually, that yard is in the wrong place. Remove yarder rope. So, if you connect it to the tree you want to use, I don't know how far we go. Hang on a sec. Set up yarder rope. So I want it to go to... Oh yeah, there you go. Look, it turns green. Can you just see that? It's not very obvious, but... How much further does it go? Can I get it down on that redwood down there? No. Well, I think that is about a limit. Right. Set up yarder rope. Right, we're going to go for... We'll just go for that one, shall we? There we go. Now we've got it. Move carriage, K&M. Whee! And now when you're down here, enable carriage follow mode. Okay, move carriage to yarder. Well, let's cut tree down. You'll do. We're going to cut you down. I'm not allowed to mark this tree. Of course I'm not. I'm not allowed to cut this tree down as well, am I? Well, I am. There you go. Last time you tell me I can't do anything. Got this one down as well. Oh, way! I'm gonna tell you what, I wouldn't last long on a lumberjack tree, would I? I'd be dead. Be under a tree. Let's cut these up a little bit into more sensible shapes. I wonder how many it can pull actually. I wonder how many it can attach to before it, you know, like the Tajfun logging winch gives you a few. So you want to probably get near the end of the tree. So attach tree to yarder B as one. You can only do one. I thought you could do more than one. Interesting. Move carriage to yard. So, is it because it's in the wrong... Maybe it's because it was in the wrong place. What happens if I pull this up here, just Just interested to see what else you would need kit-wise. Oh yeah, so it has to be underneath. That makes it a bit more of a challenge. Tree's too heavy to be attached. Got the whole tree. Is it because we've got that on right? Do you know what then? We'll send this back, shall we? Move carriage to yard at X. Oh, broke off. That's because it's a whole tree. Right, let's... So interestingly, if you do this, you've got to be pretty clever with the way you're moving them to, because if they're not underneath the line of the winch, you might have a few issues shifting them. Strip them as well. Should we strip them as well, just for... trying to attempt to look like we know what we're doing. Tell you what, I'm just going to play this tomorrow. I'm just going to enjoy playing this because it's so good. There's so much different stuff on it, so much new stuff. I'm actually really, you know, people have been a little bit, oh, forestry, I don't like forestry, but you couldn't have done this much innovation with normal with a normal DLC of just kind of farming related stuff. Because we've got so much good stuff already. Right. Yeah, I think you got caught on that tree. I think you're right there, Paul. Yeah. Hey, Newman, how's it going, mate? Right, here we go. That. So I need to go... Oh, I need to pull my winch back now, don't I? Oh, boy. This is hard work. Move carriage. K and M. So K, let's send it back down to the bottom. You've got to hold the K button down, or it will stop wherever you want it to. So actually, what you could do is... I'm not sure how far you can go with it. You could get it as far away as you could as possible and then cut all the trees underneath it. That's probably why they did. That's the way they do it, isn't it? There we go. B. Now, no, I think we might be onto something now. Come on. Yeah, there we go. 2, 3. Dude's off down the valley. Might be. Am I fully laden now? Might have got my max weight already, or it's just not under the winch. No, I think I'm object too heavy. Yeah, said it there. Did you see that? Object too heavy. So it's at the max of the winch. So move carriage to yard at X. How about that? How about that? Now what do we do here? Lift lower trees, J. Oh, come on, this is good. This is good, isn't it? So you can really pull them off. Here's the thing. I can't obviously move the tractor now. No, don't go that way. M. Attached trees, V. That is pretty cool, isn't it? And then... So yeah, you have to have a tree on it. Exactly. Get them all lined up, get them tidied up, have a trailer here. Very cool. It's clever stuff, isn't it? Yeah, my placing's all wrong. This is it. It's like kind of discovering it for the first time. I hate doing stuff on stream for the first time. But I do it so you don't have to. Spray can's annoying. Can I spray something? I just want to spray something. Tell me which... Why can't I just spray a tree? Ah, there we go. Oh, I'm not allowed to mark that tree. How do you change the... Yeah, can't change any of these trees. Ah, whatever. Didn't want to spray a tree anyway. Do I own the land? Good question. I don't. I'm actually amazed I got away with this one, actually. Yeah, that must be a big, heavy bit of tree there. Look. 362, so I can't do any more than that. So we are going to send this back to the yard at X. I'll get used to these... and we will buy this bit of land just to see if we can spray a tree. You need to add spraying tail. You do, Loki. Absolument. Right, where's my truck? Right, yeah, so that section. And I want auto-load containers, Loki. Not just me, I think the whole world is going to want them. Oh, there we go. Right, now how do I change my... I did read you could... How do you change the sign? Comma key, thank you. How do you guys know this? Oh yeah, there we go. Where do you get your information? Circle equals cut here. Very cool. That's nice, isn't it? Like that. A little bit of authenticity. You'll work for the SBI. Okay, that big log went up here. Where did it go? No, that's it there. I must have... I like it. So here's a question. Yes, you can't move. It doesn't even give you the opportunity to try and move. Very cool. I like that a lot. Lift lower trees, detach trees, V. Whoa! So let's get rid of this now, and I will get one of those. Who is Mr. Axebane? You watched somebody else's video. How dare you? No, it's alright. I fully expect that. Right. Let's fold it all up, shall we? Fold yard. I don't want to do. I can't do that. Lift yard. I can't do that when it's right. How do I? Oh, I've got to do it outside, don't I? Big pardon. Enable carriage for no. Remove yard rope. There we go. That's what we wanted. Oh, raise it first, and then fold it. The Northern Gamer. Do you know what? I've not been asked that for a while. But it's always a question I like to answer. Graft is the first and foremost thing. Be prepared to don't get a lot of sleep for a long time. And that still stands true now, actually. But, like, you got to work really hard at it. Basic stuff. If you watch your video back and you think that's something I would watch, you've kind of nailed it. Always do it for yourself. Don't do it for other people. If somebody tells you how to run your channel, you've got to ignore them. You do it as a hobby. It's something you enjoy, so do that. Make sure your mic levels are right so that people can hear you. That's amazing how often I see people doing vids and you can't hear them because their mic's too quiet. And so knock your game sound down. Make sure your mic levels are good. Nail your thumbnails. They've got to be they're probably one of the most important things because that's how you you first engage with people. Mitch, no, you just plug it in. But yeah, good luck, man. Give it a go. If you're really up for it, you will do well. It's as simple as that. There's a load of guys that have given it a go recently and and are doing really well really quickly because, yeah, but you can't deny it, hard work. Could I pick that? Should I? Let's get that right. So there's the excavator. Have we got any redwoods around here? There we go. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, it does. Just wasn't close enough. Right. Timber! The noise is great. So can you sell the redwoods as well? Not ideal down there, but we'll come back and get that. I don't know. I think that looks pretty red to me. Oh, it's a ponderosa. No, it's not a redwood. You can cut ponderosas down. Oh, there we go. So all the same. Oh, now. Oh no. I was right. I was like, got it set up differently, but it's not. This will be a good test actually for because these are the ones that used to be quite temperamental, didn't they, in the past? Look, you know, in the old days that would slide down, well, no, that would slide out of there and disappear down the valley, and you'd be like, I didn't do anything wrong. That's got a solid grip on that. Let's just give it a wee spin around, see what we can... Love the way the heads are so fluid as well. That is going nowhere. Look, I'm absolutely shaking the you-know-whats out of that. Look, even there when it's got dragged on the ground, it's set itself again. Even I'm finding this easy. Might not look elegant, but it's easily repeatable with very little to, well, no messing about. That'll be the Polish guys in then. Polish spam is here. Welcome guys, thank you for the raid. Nice to have you all here. Chef's getting his Oregon stuff in. Wow, what a load of visitors. Hello guys. Right, redwood, let's take this over. There were redwoods over here, weren't there? Let's go and grab a redwood from over here. So we'll do our little teleport trick because we can. These are the redwoods, right? That is a giant sequoia, and we are going to kill it. You're not allowed to mark this tree. Oh, well, because I need to buy the land, right? Let's get that right. It's going down, that's what that says. Can you chop a sequoia down? No. So this might be the problem with the redwoods. They're so big, some of them, you can't cut them down. Have we got a smaller one? Yeah, these are these slightly smaller? No, they look the same size to me. Oh, do you know what we'll try? You know what we'll try? The it's probably not wide enough either. What do you reckon? We'll give it a go. Gonna have to wait for the mod. Yeah, we are gonna have to wait for the mod. Rob, we have tried the winch, mate. We've just finished. It works very well. As has everything we've tried. As has everything we have tried. Nothing, and I mean nothing, has caused us an issue. Everything is slick as slick could be. Right. Oh, sorry. See, I don't think these are chop downable. I'm sure I read it in the stuff. Let's just quickly go down to the trees and see if there's a... New missions, Boatyard, rollercoaster, platinum expansion, yard of winch, shipping containers. No, it doesn't give you anything in here about it. I honestly didn't think you could cut these down. That one looks thinner though. Let's try you. I can see me using this a lot. I like it, Yusuf. I like it. Altuna, how are you doing it? So we're not doing... Do we need the ibex? Hang on a second. I'm going to jump to the... over here. Do this one. I'm going to go to the Farming Simulator website and look at the blog, because I'm pretty convinced you can't cut these down. I'm sure I read it somewhere, so I'm just going to do a check and see. Approved planting and harvesting. Trees. Tree marking. It's going to annoy me now. I'm not going to be able to find it, am I? Sure, somewhere I read that you couldn't. Ah, anyway. What else could we try? I want to try this somewhere else though. I'm just going to take this somewhere else to try it because it's cool. Although I've just rolled it. It's going to be like a... Woo! There we go. Right. Yeah, these will work. If I own them. Even if I don't own them, I should be able to... see. This grabs 2 trees at once? No, of course I'm not. Right, let's buy this land. I'm going to end up with a whole map at this rate, aren't I? There I am. They're big chunks of land that you buy. Plant a sequoia and cut it down before it's too big. This tree is too thick for this machine. Fine, we'll go over here then. There you go. It's grabbed it. Holds it out. How many does it hold then? That's pretty cool, isn't it? There's another skinny one over there. Oh, so it doesn't take particularly thick trees though. It's its limitation. Good to know though. It looks great though. I have to grab this one here. It looks similar size. There we go. Hey Blake, thank you very much mate for the 20 Canadian dollars. That is awesome dude, much appreciated. So I'm guessing what you would do here now is lift this, rotate it forward like that. Ooh, we're getting a bit bouncy there. And open it. Okay, it doesn't use the same opening as... And 10 gifted memberships! What a guy, Blake! Thank you, man, that's awesome. There you go, guys. Super stuff. Right, turn off tree saw. Oh, release tree... Release the trees! Nice. That's quite good. Right, who was asking? Who was asking? Who was asking? Tam Campbell, can you please the Volvo with the processor head? Lazo gonna be modding one of these grapplers to be big. Yeah, it won't take long, will it? The Hannibal tree harvester. So we have got a Hannibal tree harvester somewhere. Let's go and find that again. Oh, talk among yourselves while we do a wee save. Right, it is here, isn't it? Enter vehicle. I don't think this will work either, though. Genuinely, I think we're going to try up the redwoods up here quickly. Oh, cranky. Thank you, buddy. If somebody could see if they could find out, but I genuinely don't think we can cut down these. We're not even getting the green line. Ah, it's not even close to being big enough. Thanks, you are a gentleman, mate. Thank you. You are a gentleman. Right, let's go and find... I have no idea where my spawn point is now. Let's go back to that John Deere down here. No, not that. That. And next to this, let's spawn just on the highway. I'm trying to... Tam Campbell, what was that? What was Tam asking for? The Volvo with the processor. Right, you're going to have to help me out here. One of these, or do we add the head to it? Do we use the fast coupler or the harvester head? Do we use that? The processor head. I think you mean... You mean right at the end here, don't you? That one. That's a mulcher. A wood cracker. A feller buncher is to cut down trees. It can cut multiple trees and unload them at once. So that's basically an add-on to the... Pick up to 100 centimeter. Yeah, I genuinely don't think you can cut them. I don't think you can cut them down. I'm sure I've read that somewhere. The one on the Volvo stock. So this one, we'll go for the bigger one, shall we? This. Fast couple. This. Is that what you're meaning? It's an upgrade for small Volvo excavator. This one. Fast coupler. The processor head, that one. Yes. Okay. Tam's happy. It's hard to read the stuff and read the chat and. Right. What does this do? Of course, the genius I am managed to park his other two logs right across the road. What does this do that's different to the other ones? This is just for cutting. Processing head, I'm guessing it is, isn't it? So I should be able to, yeah, rotate that round like so. And go the right way around. Where's the chopper? There's the knife. Cheers, Legion. Thanks for hanging out, mate. Much appreciated. Yeah, you can just wait. I'm busy. Go. Oh, so it just strips it. Could I have set the length there? Question. Could I have set the length there? But strip the whole tree. Ah, so it strips it and then goes back the other way. Interesting. I've managed to grab both bits of tree, actually. It's quite nice, that. I like that. I like double stage. Turn it on. Unfold it. Well, I had a little bit of the tree left in it. Ah, I've got it. Basically, I'm using it wrong. I should have placed it at the other end. So it'll strip it, and then it'll go back and cut it properly. Oh, I like this. Thanks for giving me the heads up on that, Tam. That's nice. That. I like that a lot. Banks. Banks Sinatra's in the house. Big planter. So now we're going to go and use the big planter now, actually. We'll leave that here. We'll go and plant some trees down on the front, shall we? Let's go for it. Yes, we'll go and... There actually is one at the shop down here. So let's have a look at that. Waste of fuel. What's going on this day and age? Well, I can't get out now because... So these shipping containers, it is as simple as opening the doors on them. Quite a nice animation though when you open the doors. Press R. And you ram the wood in them. And somebody saying to say, I don't think that's a thing, but actually loads of wood is transported in these containers, especially overseas. And if you're shipping it on rail and on road and stuff, you can fill these The only thing is you're going to have to get quite good. Not yet Scoffer, but Loki, who is responsible for Universal Auto Load, has already said he's going to have a look at it and see what we can do. Grant, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Right, we've got a bit of rain coming. Do you know what I'm going to do? Let me skip forward because I want to. We'll get a bit of a clean day for the next bit, but I want to. There we go. Rain. I wanted some rain. Because when it rains, and I don't know where they appear, so bear with me, because it might be on the dirt roads. Is it me, or are those cracks showing up? Are we getting more contrast? There we go. How about that? Fortunately, it's night time. Let's speed it up a bit. See if I want to see if they disappear when it stops raining. Oh, like instantly. I'm going to check this path over here as well. Yeah, I was imagining stuff. Those cracks are already there still. Right, let's move to morning. Let's get this down to a nice, sensible time of day. There we go. And let us get a planter. And get things started. That was rain puddles. When it rains, you get puddles on the ground with a little animation, which is nice. So I want to go into a little field here. We will get our... We'll go for the big one, shall we? And we'll go with fast coupler, I'm guessing. I'm just guessing here, so I probably bought the wrong thing completely. I don't think I have, though. And we want this. Let's buy that. If they couple up first. Yes, it fits. Woohoo! Fairly jumped into space, didn't it? I want to be able to... How do I rotate that head? Right. What have I got that I haven't got here? I am missing a setting here. Up and down. Rotate, rotate. 1 second, I haven't set this. So, if you want to know, if you buy a joystick, which really makes a difference, by the way, crane, it'll work. Missed it. There we go. Open crane, cool. 4-3, rotate left and right. Axis 3. I think this might be that and that. No. I'll be able to flip that so it's open crane tool, retract crane arm. Oh, I had it now. Left and right. I could have sworn that was it. Raise crane arm 2. Let's just try that. I've probably just made a total hash of it by doing this. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. See if I can do it. There it is. That's the one I want. I need to work out what that is. I'll do that now. No, I didn't save the controls. So hopefully it won't remember that. Hold that up. Right, let's get some. We need to get some saplings into it, don't we? Which will be in here. 240 pallet. There we go. Tree saplings. 7 grand. Holy moly! Ponderosa pine, lodgepole, giant sequoia. So you can plant them. That's good. Let's go with the ponderosas. They looked quite nice, didn't they? 12 grand. Holy moly! Spruce, pine. Got lots of different options. Sequoia's 10k each. 17,000 for a thingamajig. What's it? It's quite expensive, isn't it? Right, let's load this. Have I got this as an option? Refill tree planter. Contains definitely auto-load logs. Saw it all day on different streams. Okay. On a drop deck, and it auto-loads. Right, we'll try that. We will definitely go and try that. Right, let's go and plant some trees. It looks as simple as pressing the X button. Guessing we can lower it down to the ground. Oh, we are on the ground. Tree planter has no ground contact. Right. That's on the ground now. I do believe I've just planted a tree. It's making noise, but it's not. Too close. It's got to really be touching the floor. Plough first with the rake. Oh, drag it backwards, do it. Planting them. No, it doesn't let you do anything. Thanks, Hamish. I've now messed up my controls as well. I need more practice. Ooh, do I own the land? That's a good point, actually. Chef, I think I might with this one because I put the building on it the other day. Yes, I do. Oh, I'm gonna have to change that back. It's making me cry at the moment. Gamepad controls. This one. Up and down. There we go. There we are. We're back. We're back. Just roll along. Bonk. Roll along. Okay. That's all. Now, how long do they take to grow? Are we just going to sit on a little bit of a marathon mission now and see what happens? Do you need to do anything to them? Counter's going down, so we'll just go 15,000. Does it go at a stage? Maybe I'm going too fast now. How long does a tree take to grow? Running at 5,000 is probably far too fast. Hey, Eric, nice one. Great demand at container warehouse. Interesting. Go up there in a little while. Where do you think our trees have gone? Yes, Strody, yep, we're going to be playing a fair bit over the weekend, I think. Where have those trees gone? We definitely planted them. We'll maybe come back to them another time. I'm going to show them as a crop type, is it? Been far too cool. No. I wonder if I'm just skipping forward too fast. Causing me the issue there. Right. We're in July already. Let's just... Or maybe it just literally does take a year. Oh, there you go. Anybody know how long that was? Remember when we planted them? Was it August? Is it a year? Maybe not a full year, but... Alright, well, let's try again. August. Come back. September. October. Same height. November. December. Oh, there they go. December. So, what was that? August to December. Giving us a bit longer as well, hasn't it? We'll get to morning so we can see them. And a bit of snow as well. Nice! Okay, so they take a while, but they grow pretty quick. And you had to do nothing to them. Course place to plant trees. So was it April, August? Yeah. 6-month growth stage. A little bit faster. April, August, 4 months, yeah. That's good. And are they full? Are they full size now? Shall we skip forward another 4 months and see? We reckon what May time we're going to be. Feb. March. April. Oof, there you go. These boys are now 29.4 meters. I reckon they'll go again, won't they? Can you put a GPS on the excavator? If you've got GPS installed, I didn't put it in, but I'm sure you can. Hey, Tim Brown, nice to see you. A full year for a full growth cycle. Let's just go one more, shall we? And just see. I reckon there is another May. June. July. August. Yeah. There we go. They must be full height now. That must be them, mustn't it? $35 meters. Ooh, sweet. That's nice though that you could do forestry, replant forestry. That's something nice about that. The fell a buncher to the excavator and cut down those trees. Bargon, it would be my pleasure. Let's ditch it over here somewhere. There you go. The fell a buncher. Let me find it. It's this one down at the end, isn't it? Is it the C550, this one? Let's grab this. For a princely 43 grand. Boatyard, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Don't think you can when they're fully grown. Or likes to be able to stage I think you could probably cut them at any stage, actually, couldn't you? We'll do a little test. There we go. Yeah, I've got to work out how I can rotate this on my joysticks. That is a beast of a tool, that. Look at that. Blade on that. Right. Get it unfolded. Poor tree. Only survived till its full height. Rotate it like so. We can cut them down, and then it'll be interesting to see how balanced this is when you've got it set. Crikey, if I've been going for 3 hours. I literally looked at my clock a while back, and it was an hour and 40 minutes. Right. Oh, it's got red there. 3 is too thick for this machine. Well, that is disappointing. I reverse the clock. Edward Barrett, no, I'm not going to be on for much longer, Edward. I think I don't want to bore you guys with this stuff. Do you know what we'll do? Is we will take this and we will just pick somewhere on the map and just try and find somewhere I've actually purchased. So we don't have to go through that rigmarole. Oh look, we have that massive space. Let's dump it right in the middle of our original space. Let's see what we've got here. Loads here of skinnier trees. We will definitely give this a little bit of a test. Why isn't it starting up? I want to unfold it. Why isn't it unfolding? Ah, we just had a little glitch there. We've got our marker on the tree here. Can't tell with that camera angle, can we? No, that was quite good, wasn't it? Whole tree. Look at that. That's nuts. Right, we might as well get that one that's right in front of us then, don't we? I think there might be a little glitch going on here. I can't hear any sound for the blades. Oh, let's see, we've got our yellow. I'll zoom in a little bit. Yellow ring, there's too much bush. See our yellow ring there. Oh, I'm pointing back because that's the problem. So I'm not hearing any sound, that's the annoying thing, but press X. Where did the green... Interesting. Ah, right, so it just grabs it and as it pulls it towards it, it slices it. Got you, chef. Got you. Why isn't it grabbing the second one then? I made a hash of that. Yeah. That's my bad. I don't know what I did there. Right, let's, for starters, spin us around so we're pointing in the right direction. That was totally throwing me. All my controls were opposites there. And we'll have another go. Yellow, you get close, and we press X. Yeah. And then we go to the next one. Because it's too big, it's not grabbing the second one. Or is it only, maybe it only grabs one tree. It maybe only takes one tree, this one. Which is, I don't believe that's right, because... I think it's, because it's too big a tree. Yeah, see, it's taking a smaller tree. That's the issue. Can't take two massive trees. Now I need to rotate this forward, don't I? That's... Got to fix that on my joystick. I might have to go to two joysticks. But you just lay it down then, I guess. Unfold it. Release the trees. Release the trees! Yeah, nice. There we go. A fill bar gives you the guide. Right, I wasn't even paying attention to that. Let's have a look at that now with a fill bar. Yeah, I need to... Oh. There's a sign it's getting late when you just start hitting random buttons. You're gonna let me even load it back up now? Come on, be nice. No, I'm gonna literally have to pick it up. Rotate it back into place. Oh, come on. I think it is. Not even giving me my trigger now. I wonder if it's because it's... I really need to practice my... But this was what was interesting was this. No, that's it. I'm just going to leave it. Right, last thing before we go. Let's try and auto-load a container. Because I'm interested about that. So what do we think? Container warehouse? Because there's a big space here for loading. So if you dropped a container there, do we think it will load? What do we think? See what we can do, shall we? Now, containers are... Yeah. Shipping container. Let's take a small one. Put on a drop deck trailer. That's a sell point. Yeah, that's a sell point. Drop deck trailer, right. Well, let's go and get a drop deck trailer because I've already got one somewhere. Let's use the one that we used over at the shipyard. How do you move the containers around? With the big forklifts. There's a container carrier, I think. I'm not even driving on a wheel anymore. This is it, Cape Cod. We were using it before for shifting the machinery around. Right, back it up. I'll just spawn a container here, I think, and drop it on. Where do we go for? Middle-sized one? Medium? 30-footer. There we go. Colour. FSG green. Let's do it that way. Been working out. Boom. Oh, look, locked in there. Did you see that? That was nice. That was nice. That auto lock in as well, wasn't it? Wow. Hey James, how you doing, mate? Yeah, we've kind of nearly finished, but right. So we've done that. And I'll do it. What we'll do here. 40 foot. What was that? What length of log was that? 40 foot was it? Let's spawn some stuff. Add a log. Pine. 30 foot. What was that in meters? Typically it's giving me in meters. I'm going to have to check it here. Does it give you both? Not going to, is it? 12 meters. So 9 meters. Right. Cool. Let's optimize our logs. Oh, it only goes up to 8. Fine. It's raining logs. Hallelujah, it's raining logs. Right. Just need to put an end of any tree in the doorway. I love the way that locked to the trailer though. That was awesome, wasn't it? I would love to see some more trailers that allow us to lock the containers to them as well. Imagine you could get one that so if you've got a grabber, you can just... Well, that's quite nice. Listen to the noise. I know I'm cheating by using my super strength, but if you were doing it properly... This is awesome! This is awesome! Just how many quality improvements to the game are we seeing with this DLC? It's just one thing after another. Just that was stressing me that you would have to manually load this. I was just like, that's going to be really difficult and tedious. This is a brilliant way of doing it. I'm going to sell it. I want to see what's a 30 foot container full of logs going to be worth. many does it take? It's still going. Surely we've got to be there now. I can't see any more space, but it's still going. Oh my goodness. I think we might have maxed out 33,000 litres. Yeah. That is quality. That is quality, right. It did give me a tonnage weight as well, didn't it? Didn't I see it was like 600 and... No. 10 tons. 10 ton mass of the shipping container. Some of the logs were... 100% ace. From what we've seen tonight, and I think hopefully you guys will back me up on this, we have had zero issues with the log physics. It has been super slick. I'm just going to sell this here. I was going to run it up to the other one, but why would you do that when you've got a sell point here? You lose the container at sale. Do you? Can you could you unload the container? No. Hang on then. Hang on. Let's do this as well. Let's go and get... let's take you... I know we've got... I mean, we've literally spent about 10 million quid on equipment this stream. Pallet fork, big bag lifter, pallet fork. Right, there's the one for the 180. Let's get that. See if we can lift this off the trailer. Container warehouse. Is that the only place you can sell them? You can't, even though this is a warehouse, even this is a... Oh, I can't sell this here. You cannot. That's interesting, isn't it? Look, it's not even giving the option. Oh, no, it is. Ah, sell wood. Yes, sell wood. Nope. Okay, there we go. So, I've just bought this. I'm going to ship this up to the container yard. Then let's do this. Thank you. And then we'll come back for the truck, which is here. To vehicle. Right, let's run this up to the top. I think they're not wood anymore. How do you mean? Oh, you think it's just a container of wood now? It's 33,000 litres of wood in a box. It's not classing it as... Yeah. Loki, what were you asking then, mate? You were saying... Can you use EasyDev to fill a container with wood? Do you know what? We'll sell this and then we'll try that. That's a good call. I am so impressed the way that locks to the trailer though. That is fine. So what are we all thinking? Genuinely, well, we've been playing this, what, for 3 hours and 8 minutes now, and a good bunch of you. We're already... Well, crikey, we're still nearly at 400 viewers. What are you thinking, guys? I mean, I've said my piece. I'd love to know what you lot are thinking. It feels like a different game. It really does. It just feels different. I can't put my finger exactly on what it is. It feels slicker, it feels smoother. Just everything. The graphics feel sharper. Somebody wanted to see the heads before, didn't they? There you go. My God. Jeb, he's supposed to be dead. They're just the same as the punters on the other map, aren't they? But this... Did they walk round it? No. They just stop, as they used to on the other map. Fine. Do you know what? It's really nice to see so much positive stuff coming through there. I've got 2 sticks. My son's stolen it upstairs for flying games, so that'll be coming back down tomorrow. Now this is a DLC. Well said, Foxbox. I am properly, and do you know what I'm more excited about? I'm looking forward to seeing what modders can, if they've got this kind of stuff available to them to make maps. Let's see what we get map-wise from people. This could be a real turning point. I just think a turning point for the game, full stop. This is as good as I've ever played base game stuff and been impressed. No, Blake, it is a logging DLC, so it is very, very, very heavily logging focused. But there's just so much new, not just gameplay stuff. It's not even the fact that they're using. I think they're using logging as the platform to demonstrate it. But so much of this could be repurposed and reused to do other stuff. Have you caught the dev stream from last night? I haven't managed to have a chance to watch it all yet. But oh, bye. Well, that's gone then. 77,000 for 33,000 litres of wood. That's pretty good, to be honest, isn't it? I guess I don't need that forklift over there then. Ask them a few tricky... Of course you did. Of course you did. You're thinking you might be able to pull this map apart though, when you get it. Right, let's get another container. So how much is a container? I didn't even pay attention to the price. Okay, they're relatively sensibly priced. Let's get another 30-footer, because I don't think you get a 40-footer on that. Right, let's do this one Argsy Orange. If it's going to disappear when things get busy and people need to do work. That sounds a bit like Args, doesn't it? I want to see if you attach it to this to load it up to the truck. When you put it on the truck, does it... Oh, I mean, that was pretty easy to do as well. I even think the forklift mechanics have been improved. Daniel, I've got a G920. Making a hash of this. Never give myself enough space. It's almost like a bad habit. I like to get this as accurate as possible before I drop it down, but... Oh, there you go. Even fixes it for idiots like me. That is good. That is very good. Right. This is what you asked for, wasn't it, Loki? Can you load this? No, you can't. I'm selected it. Tim Brown. I know it's hidden it, but it's funny. Hang on, let me unhide it because it's true. The auto lock was made for me. You're right, baby Jesus. You're right. So no, we can't load, which is a shame. But yes, Loki's already. I can see. I can almost hear the brains ticking over. Let's just check one more time. Make sure that it's tip to trigger, tip to ground. We can't tip to trigger with logs, really. No, no tip to trigger. No trigger there. Okay. Oh, what did I just do? I think I might have broken it. Shh! Don't tell giants! Oh, they're not even going to let me sell it now. Ah, it's because I stuck it through the... There we go, fixed it. Problem solved. Nothing to see here. It's called testing. It's called dev testing. Oh look, as soon as you load them in, it goes. That's a bit erratic. That kind of scares me a bit. You'd think it would just go like the pallets when you sell. Right, I'm done, guys. I am falling asleep here. So, there you go. 3 hours and 16 minutes of, like, literally everything we touched tonight worked so well. Expand trailer. What was it that I did? I can't even remember what I did before. It's there it is. Joystick control, left mouse button, and then move left or right. Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's just awesome. I can't like everything I've touched has worked and worked well, and even with my ineptitude of controlling a vehicle, which will come, I know. Just haven't done it for ages, so you'll start getting a little bit slicker, but everything is on point. Just everything. It's bloody brilliant. It really is. They've been working hard on this. Fair play to them. Modders are going to have a field day. It's really good. Listen, we're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to have another play around. So think about if there's anything I've missed tonight or haven't seen that you want me to have a look at. Let's do something with that. We're going to try and cut down a redwood, aren't we? I don't think we can. I think we're literally... A little bit of flicker in there. Did you see that? That might be my screen. Computer's been on all day. But awesome. Paul Fullerton, welcome, sir. Good timing. Zico, see? Everyone's been telling me all night you can. Yes, it is. It is now 12:15 midnight. Not bad. I honestly am running on about 3 hours sleep a night this week. Trying to get those vids ready for you guys today. So, thank you. Thank you for the support. Thanks for so many of you tuning in tonight to watch. Oh, in fact, do you know what? I knew there was something I had to do. Let me pull up Nightbot here. We're going to do a giveaway. We're going to give away a copy of this. We have to do that, don't we? So, I am going to pull up Nightbot quickly so I can run it. You can't see that, can you? That's hidden. Yes, it's off stream. Very brilliant if you could see the giveaway. Right. We're going to go with a keyword. Everybody is open to enter. And let's call it... Let's make it nice and easy. Right, I'm going to drop it in here. So, if you write in chat, logging, obviously, if you've already got it, let somebody who hasn't got it win it. If you're on console, don't enter because it's only a PC version. Does work on Steam and Giants though, so don't worry about that. But throw logging in there. We'll let that run for a couple of minutes. Flogging. Bogging. Every time, guys. What's my favourite new bit of kit? So for that high grab... the buncher fella here, or whatever you call it, fella buncher. This, just because it looks sick. Really like that, and I really like the John... Oh, do you know what? The cable winch thing's awesome as well. And the Hannibal thing's awesome. Like, that's awesome. Gotta stop saying awesome. This thing's amazing. The Yarder, I love the Yarder too. Yeah, that was really clever. Right, I've got to work out how to stop cutting that at the moment I put it on the thing. Other than that, I don't know why it doesn't fall down until... Look at me, sending logs through my windscreen. This guy's a cowboy. Right, so logging. Tiffany Mullins, do you know if the horse thing is for cons? I'm sorry, Tiffany, I don't know what the horse thing is, unfortunately. But yeah, logging, Snoop Dogging. Very good, Lazo. Logging. Everybody who has wanted to have you entered. Oh, crikey, there's a lot of you. Liam, we can't cut the big trees. A nice view over there, isn't it? Look at that. Let's view down into the valley, over to the mine. Logging, James White, stealthing in there at the end, just sneaking one in. Right. Fingers crossed, everyone. Good luck. You will need to be able to drop me a note in Discord after the stream has finished. We can pull trailers, cultivators, and play. I think that's just PC only, Tiffany, I think. As far as I know. Right. Good luck, everyone. Keep an eye on the chat, because it will ping the winner in there. So, good luck, everyone. Like I said, get in touch. And, there we go. Rasmus, who was asking some very good questions before. Congratulations, buddy. Nice one. Well, we'll do another one tomorrow as well. Don't worry, guys. You'll get another chance to win it tomorrow on tomorrow's stream. So, congrats, Erasmus. Drop into Discord and drop me a DM so I can sort you out with your prize. But, for everyone else, you get another chance tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button, because it really helps the channel out and gets more and more people to see, especially this weekend with all the DLC content. You'll get a chance to have a look at it. So thank you all. They are not supposed to be chopped down, but that's what I read, Cecil. That's the line that I read. Thank you. We did try the buncher, Brosnan. Yes, so you can go check that out. We'll probably have another play with it again tomorrow. But for now, thank you all. I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you taking the time to sit and watch me make a clown of myself. But how good is this? Just how good is this? I'm delighted that this is as good as it is and that we're all getting hyped about it. So, Tracer, we'll probably do one around about 9 PM again UK time. I may do a one earlier in the day, but I know that's a little bit difficult for you guys over in the US. It might be first thing in the morning for you guys. We'll see how the day pans out, and we'll maybe try and do one on Sunday as well. See how my energy levels are. But there we go. Thank you all. Sleep well. Enjoy your days wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Have a great weekend. If I don't get the chance to chat to you again over the weekend, and we'll see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye for now.